You are home. We understand that. But we need you to consider something carefully before you move from where you are sitting. You do not remember how you got there. If you are hearing this broadcast, that is not a coincidence. The Office of Unaccounted Transit Monitoring has been tracking your location for the past several hours. We have been waiting for you to notice. Transit Displacement Advisory. Office of Unaccounted Transit Monitoring. Alert Designation, NULL-7. This advisory was first classified in February of 1993, following a cluster of 31 separate incidents reported across 4 counties within a single 72-hour window. All 31 individuals arrived home without memory of the journey. All 31 reported the same detail. The last thing they remembered was a specific moment, a red light, a song on the radio, a thought they were in the middle of, and then they were home. No transition. No elapsed time they could account for. Just the before, and then the after. If you are experiencing transit displacement, follow these instructions now. First, do not retrace your route. Individuals who have attempted to locate the gap in their memory by driving the same path report that the path does not match. Roads appear different. Distances are wrong. In 11 documented cases, the route back to the last confirmed location does not exist anymore. Second, do not check your vehicle. We are aware that your instinct is to look for evidence of what happened during the gap. We are asking you not to. What has been found in vehicles belonging to displacement subjects is not something that helps. It makes things significantly worse. Third, do not ask anyone if they saw you during the unaccounted period. In the cases where other people did observe displacement subjects during their gaps, those witnesses experienced their own displacement events within 48 hours. The observation appears to transfer. Fourth, remain where you are. The office will make contact. We cannot give you a timeline for this. Remain where you are. In the first stage, which we call the arrival stage, the subject becomes aware of the gap. They are home. The lights may or may not be on, their shoes may or may not be removed. In 40% of documented cases, subjects found food prepared in their kitchen that they had no memory of making. In 12%, they found the television on, tuned to a channel they do not watch. In 3%, they found a voicemail on their phone from their own number, left during the unaccounted period, containing only silence and then a sound they could not identify. We are not going to describe the sound further. If you received such a voicemail, do not listen to it again. In the second stage, the reconstruction stage, the subject attempts to account for the missing time. They check their phone. They look at their messages. They try to determine what time it is and how long the gap was. This is when the secondary anomalies are discovered. In documented cases, the gap is never the same length twice. Subjects check the time, look away for what feels like a moment, and check again to find that a different amount of time has passed than they expected. Clocks in the residence begin to disagree with each other. The gap appears to expand the more the subject tries to define it. The office is required to share what we have been unable to explain. In 144 verified cases, we have examined the vehicles of transit displacement subjects within 24 hours of the event. In every case, the odometer reading is consistent with a journey of standard length. The subject traveled their usual route or something close to it. The vehicle shows no evidence of unusual travel. The GPS logs, where available, show a continuous journey with no anomalies. There is no missing time in the vehicle record. There is only missing time in the subject. The vehicle arrived. The subject, in some sense we cannot document, did not arrive in the same way the vehicle did. Case NULL-7 14. Subject, male, 47, commute of 11 miles. Gap of approximately 2 hours on a Tuesday in October of 2004. Subject arrived home. Vehicle showed 11-mile journey in standard time. Subject's phone showed 3 outgoing calls made during the gap, none of which the subject made. The calls were to numbers the subject did not recognize. The numbers, when dialed by our field investigators, produced a recording. The recording was the subject's own voice, reading a series of numbers. The subject had no memory of the numbers. We traced the numbers. We are not going to tell you what they led to. The field investigator who traced them submitted a report and did not return to work. Case NULL-7 31. Subject, female, 33, route of 7 miles. Gap of 40 minutes on a Friday in March of 2011. Subject arrived home. Husband confirmed she arrived, kissed him, said she was tired, went upstairs. Husband heard her moving around upstairs for approximately 20 minutes. Then quiet. Went upstairs. She was asleep. Normal in every respect. She woke the next morning with no memory of arriving home, no memory of seeing her husband, no memory of anything after the red light at the corner of Hensley and Route 9 where she had stopped, still 8 miles from home. Her husband confirmed, she had arrived, spoken to him, gone upstairs. She had done all of those things. She does not remember any of them. The office does not have a classification for what was in the house between the red light at Hensley and Route 9 and the moment she woke up. You are prohibited from the following actions under Advisory NULL-7. Prohibition 1. Do not attempt to document the gap. Do not write down what you remember from the moments before, do not draw maps, do not record audio. Subjects who have attempted to document displacement events report that the documentation is always wrong in at least one specific way, a detail that does not match reality, a location that does not exist, a time that could not have been. The documentation does not clarify. It inserts something. Prohibition 2. Do not sleep immediately. Subjects who sleep within 2 hours of a displacement event report that the gap extends into the sleep. They wake with a second gap. In 4 documented cases, the second gap was longer than the first. We do not recommend sleeping until a field representative has made contact. Prohibition 3. Do not look at photographs of yourself taken during the gap. If your phone shows photographs from the unaccounted period, do not open them. Submit your device to the office upon representative contact. Prohibition 4. If you feel the urge to drive, do not. The displacement does not require you to be in a vehicle to repeat. It requires you to be in transit. Transit is anything. Walking, running, taking a train. If you feel the need to move from where you are, resist it. The office cannot guarantee your safety if you are in motion. The office has documented 411 verified cases of transit displacement since our formal establishment in 1993. We estimate the actual number is between 40 and 90 times higher. Most displacement subjects do not report the event. Most assume they simply lost track of time, or were more tired than they realized, or that memory is imperfect and this is normal. Memory is imperfect. This is not normal. The distinction matters. The office was created because of that distinction, because someone in 1991 decided that this specific kind of forgetting, this particular shape of gap, deserved a formal response. We have been responding ever since. We have not resolved a single case. Arrival always looks normal from the outside. The vehicle comes home. The lights go on. The door closes. Whatever came home with you, whatever arrived in the vehicle alongside you or instead of you or in the part of you that does not remember, it knows how to look normal. It has been doing this long enough to be very good at it. We know you are home now. We know you do not remember how you got there. We need you to consider one final possibility before our representative arrives. You may not be the only one who came home tonight.